Hey everybody, this is Dustin, Army Specialist. So I want to talk about just the hydraulic ram, and I'm not going to go into a bunch of details on this. So if you want to learn more, you can go to Lippert's website, and you can see all the instructions, how to adjust it, clean it, install it, whatnot. But you see a lot of those videos where they're showing people showing mice getting in through here, and they're using a magnetic thing, and that's fine too. You could also just take something simple like a piece of plexiglass or plastic, and even underbelly material, and throw a couple screws in there to cover that off. Cut a little hole to slip notch it to let it get through. But when you're down here, I want you to look to see how that ram is, to see if there's any hydraulic leaks from the hose back there, from the seal. We occasionally will get something that comes in the leaks, and this one looks kind of wet in this area, but that's more than likely from the owner spraying the lubricant on the shaft itself. So you can see all the dirt and stuff on here, and you see that wear mark right. Oh, where's my finger at? Right there. You want to make sure that you're getting up here and you're cleaning these side rails as well as the teeth up underneath here. You want to make sure that those are clean as well and lubed. One thing I wanted to talk about while I'm here is this is the slide out bracket. Now this is welded onto a tube, and there's basically a small weld here, a small weld here, a small weld here, and one on the opposite side. So when we're down here, a lot of times when rooms get out of adjustment, or if you've gone down some rough roads, this bracket, when it's in the closed position, this is just a fixed point. And so we've been seeing these repeatedly over and over and over get cracked and broke and come loose, and even to the point where somebody goes to pull it in and bam, and it just rips right off there and shears it off. The other thing too is, there's lag bolts that go through these holes, and so when water comes through, these holes, and you can see these marks, and these marks that are on here, that's water that's coming through there. So usually that indicates that on the opposite side of here that there's water getting past the molding, which usually will come in and it'll damage the floor line as well. So make sure part of your routine maintenance is when you're getting down here and you're cleaning all these, check the tightness of your bolts, get back up underneath here and see, and you can't really tell too much in here, but get in here and like I'm doing right here, and make sure that your welds aren't broken, and make sure that this guy is not going to rip loose. If that rips loose, it's not just a simple, hey, I'm going to grind it down and re-weld it back on there. Typically you have to order that tube, and to give you the example, that tube goes all the way down. And then something else, since we're here, right, is these reinforcement brackets, right? You can see where that's sharp, that somebody's going to cut the heck out of themselves, right? So I would have flipped that over or tucked that up, but you can see how that's already coming loose, that screws there, right? So these are kind of cool. You can order these through us or through Grand Design. These are the reinforcement plates to keep the fender skirts from moving around. So look at this one. You see how it's backed itself out, and it's not even secured right. So whether that up top needs to get I'll use this one for the example, whether it needs to get adjusted down so that it can make contact, but that's going to come loose, and then this metal is just going to sit there and shake and fly everywhere. So I would take myself, and on these, I would add tri-fold rivets, and I would re-drill the holes and add at least 2 tri-fold rivets to keep this stuff from, you can hear me moving it around, keep it from backing out and coming loose. In high wind situations, and you've all seen me on the other videos go around and tap on the metal and say, hey, look at how loose that is, right? So make sure you go back and look at those videos to see what we did to fix them. You can get back underneath here and straighten different things out that are sharp points on here. So if you're down here working on it, you can come down here again and check, all the mounting bolts and the stuff that I was showing you earlier. Because you got your side to side, up and down, and stop bolts, adjustment bolts, and whatnot. So, all right, well, stay tuned for more. There's a bunch of stuff underneath here, but check out our other videos. You can see about when I talk about the support strap that holds all the wiring. Make sure that those screws are good. All these wiper seals that are down here that need to be cleaned and resealed. I talked about the jack legs. Talked about the rams and other videos. So it's very important to go and check all that stuff and make sure that if you need to check it or replace it or repair it, that you can catch it before you have a problem, right? Because if you don't, it's just going to cost you a lot more money. So this is just kind of a little bit of attention to detail stuff that we do when we're down here, and we hope that it helps you out and helps prevent you from wasting your money. whether you can go out and use that to go camping instead and have a much better time. So, all right, well, thanks again for watching us. Dustin, your RV specialist at California RV Specialist. If you haven't already joined us on any of our Facebook groups, we have one for almost every manufacturer. And, you know, people say, why are you posting this in the group? It's not even the same brand. Well, all the stuff is all the same, no matter what brand you have, no matter if it's a Class A motorhome, fifth wheel, travel trailer, and it's all, you know, small, medium, and large of the same thing. So, and then just like everything, there's a good, better, or best. So, all right, well, stay tuned for more, and I'll talk to you later. Dustin, RV Specialist.